Assalamu alaikum, my student. Good afternoon. It will be like great chance today to finish the units. I know that you have a long time that we didn't upload any video to you, but this class will be continuation for the previous one. Today we need to talk about much, many, little, few, a lot, plenty. Before this, we talk about countable and uncountable nouns, and we define the function of much, many, little, few, a lot, plenty in a very general way. We have not much explanation about it, but today in our e-learning platform, we have to continue and understand the point here. Unit 87, much, many, little, few, a lot, plenty. Unit 88, we have also to continue the points of nouns, and Unit 89, later we will know the title of it. So we use much and little with uncountable nouns. So in general, we recognize that much, little with uncountable, but much like much time, little energy, little money. How we can differentiate, later we will discuss it. We have here many friends, few friends, many people, few cars, few children. We use a lot with, like here, like we have to be careful about realizing, like plural here nouns, uncountable nouns, and here lots of with both countable and uncountable, but both uncountable and a plural noun. So uncountable, a plural. So until now we need to think about how we can get it. So a lot of luck, a lot of friends, lots of time, lots of people, plenty of ideas, plenty of money. So all of them uncountable, 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 or plural noun. This is uncountable, this is a plural noun, plural noun, plural noun. So uncountable here, uncountable here, and uncountable here. Luck, time, and money, they are uncountable. Friends, people, ideas, countable. That's belong to the point of plural, I mean. Plenty, more than enough. There is no need to hurry. We have got plenty of time. Plenty means a lot. يعني بالعربي plenty كثير أو الوفرة. Much is unusual in positive sentences. So we couldn't find much, a lot in positive sentences. We could find it more in negative. We didn't spend much money. So we have here negation, didn't, and we have much. We spent a lot of money. We spent a lot of money. It means it's also too much. Do you see David or much? It means, do you see David quite maybe overrated or energetic, or a lot? Here, do you see David much, quite like from time to time? I see David a lot. We use too much, so much, as much in positive sentences. We spend too much, because too and so, it's also a reflection of a lot. So too much, that looks like positive sentences. We use many and a lot of in all kinds of sentences. Many people thrive too fast. A lot of people thrive too fast. Do you know many people? Do you know a lot of people? And you can see from here many and a lot in all kinds of sentences. Know that we say many years, many weeks, many days. That's also not usually a lot of years. It means like many years, like 100 years, but many years, maybe 10 years, 7 years. That's a point of not so many. So let's move to little and few. Little means not much, few not many. Gary is very busy with his job. He has little time. So the time here is uncountable. Little comes with uncountable. That's the point. Not much time, less time than he would. Vicky doesn't like living in London. She has few friends there. It means not many friends to move around or to walk with them. We often use very little, very few, like very little time, very few. This is for emphasis, like to put an emphasis and a certain point that we didn't have that much time. A little. So here the difference between little and a little, here it's another point, that a small amount or something not enough, some or small amount. Like, let's go and have coffee. We have a little time before the train leaves. A little time, sometime enough to have a coffee. It means a little. It means only enough for the task or duty. So a little here, sometime, enough time to have a coffee. Do you speak English? A little. It means I can talk a bit to understand what do you mean or what have you said in reflection by my answer. A few, also small number or some, like I enjoy my life here, I have few friends. It means I am already quite how to say, happy, or I have few friends, which is enough to me to be great or to live a good time. When was the last time you saw Claire? A few days ago. It means like few days, like 3 to 4 days. This is for our expectation. A little and a little, few and a few. He spoke little English. It means it's difficult to communicate with somebody. He spoke a little English. It means he's good enough to communicate, or he can able to communicate. She is lucky. She has few problems. It means not many problems, but they are not like not going as well. She has a few problems, means some problems, which means she can handle the problems here. She has a few problems, she can handle them. We say only a little and only a few. Like, we only have a little time. It means some but not much time. The village was small. There were only a few houses. Like some but not many houses. A few houses, like around 10 to 20 house, maybe something like this. So another point here, countable, uncountable, you can check back 69 to 70 units. This is very important to you. So the question here, you have to answer question 1, and we have to check the question number 3 and number 4. Here, like, Anna is very busy these days. She has like what we can pick. She has maybe okay, she has little free time. She is very busy. She has little free time. That's a point here, which is right. She's lucky. She has few problems, not a few, because here few problems is correct. Why? Because the point that she has problems, and the problems are better or smaller than others. It means the others maybe has a lot. Okay, answer this question number 4 and you will be great and fine. Okay, let's move to unit 88. We have all of, most of, no, none of. So unit 88, the point here, we could understand something, which is how to use them in sentence or in sentences accurately. A lot of people commit so much mistakes, or so many mistakes, in point of using all of, most of, and no, none of. How to find the way here? We could realize it in that unit. All, some, any, most, much, many, a little, few, no. So here you can use these words like with a noun. Here the table or the box, we can use them with a noun, like some, food, few, books. All cars have wheels. Some cars can go. Many people drive too fast. I go away most weekends. I feel really tired. I have got no energy. So that or those structures, we could found them down to check out. We don't say all of cars. We here you can say like some cars can go. We cannot say, and here all cars. We cannot say all of cars. Why? In section B we can recognize some people learn more easily than others. Not some of people. Some people learn more easily. Look at B. This the function that most of you commit a mistake. If you look at all, half, some, any, most, much, many, little, you can use these words with what? Of. Some of, most of, none of, plus. So this is the point here. Plus whether, the, this, that, and also we have my, these, those. So how? Some of the people. So some of, we have the. Some of the people. So some of the people, some of those people, and it means like you can put not some of people. So you cannot directly say some of people. You have to put whether the or those or these or my. That's the point for using some of. Most of my time, most of the time, but not most of time. So you have to be aware of using time alone without the or a possessive pronoun. So some of the people I work with are very strange. So the point here, some of the people I work with are very strange. So all of this sentence without verb, here the verb. None of this money is mine. Have you heard any of these books? Or have you read any of these books? I was ill yesterday. I spent most of the day. So here day without or it comes with the. I spent most of the day in my bed. So be careful about that structure. Is very, very, very important, and it's vital use in your writing course as well. All my friends live. Not you cannot say all of my friends, something like different. So all my friends, this both structure are good. Half this money is mine, half of this money. So usually we use this structure, all of my friends, half of this money. This is the structure that we really hear from the conversation or speakers, native speakers. All flowers are beautiful. All of these flowers are beautiful. So all of these, like here when you say this and my, so you define. Here you become more specific. Most problems have a solution. Most problems in general. So in general here we didn't add that. We were able to solve most of the problems we had. So here is specific group of problems. We were able to solve most of the problems we had. Most of the problems we had. It means the problems back to maybe my family or my friends or mine. So most of problems we had in the family or in the company, that's a specific group of problems. So we have to put the. Okay, great. Let's continue. C, you can use all of, some of, none of, etc. plus it, us, you, them. So all of, some of, any of, most of, none of, with it, us, you, them. Like what? Do you like this music? Some of it, not all of it. How many of these people do you know? None of them, or a few of them. Do you or do any of you want to come to a party tonight? Say it to more than 2 people. Do any of you want to come to a party tonight? It means like you talk to at least 2 or 3 friends, and you talk, or you have a conversation with at least 3 or 2, and you have to ask them, do you, or do any of you want to come to a party tonight? Do any of you? So if you look at the structure, any of you. So we say all of us, all of you, half of it, half of them, etc. You need of before it, or us, you, them. All of us were late, and here I haven't finished the book yet. I have only read half of it, not half it, half of it, all of us. Okay, great, lovely. That's we have here, we also use some, most, etc. alone without now. Like what? Some cars have 4 doors and some have 2. So we just give general description of the cars. Some of them have 4 doors and some have 2. We cannot like repeat the same. We just say some have 2. A few of the shops were open, but most were closed. So here the point, no need to repeat the noun again. Like some cars have 4 doors and some cars have 2. This is redundant. Like no need to repeat cars again here. So just keep in your mind, redundancy is not a good way of writing or speaking. Half this money is mine and half of it is yours. You can say half of it or half is yours, not the half. So half this money is mine, half is, and half is yours, or half of it is yours, depends. So you cannot repeat like and half this money. You need to be careful about repetition. Don't repeat. Okay, we need to answer question number 1 as usual. This is, I repeated question number 1, usually we answer, and we have also to answer question number 2 because it's about some and most of, and we need to answer the final question, all of, some of, none of. This is what we can bring to you in your final exam. So be careful and try to focus on using some of, none of, and all of. This is a way for your better understanding and your better speaking in the future. Okay, great. I think that we have done an amazing work today. We will end now with the last unit 89 for the classes today. Next time I will define to you how many units that we need to cover more. So both of and both, neither of, either of. So we have here both, neither, either for 2 things. You can use this with 2 things. We can understand that without having the 2 things, we couldn't make the sentence related to either or neither and both. So let's look as example. Both restaurants are good, neither restaurant is expensive. Why we put here is and here are? Because you can see the plural here, restaurants, and neither restaurant, either one of them, it means, is expensive. We can go either restaurant, we can go to any one, I don't mind. We can go, or I haven't been to either restaurant before, not one or the door. You can also use both, neither, either without a noun. Which do you prefer, basket or tennis? It's hard to say. I like both. Is your friend British or American? Neither. She's Australian. So the point here, how we can use it in the conversation as well. We have also here B, both of, neither of, either of, plus the. these. My. So how? Both of these restaurants are good. And neither of the restaurants we went to was expensive. I haven't been to either of those restaurants. To either of those. So either of those, it means many restaurants, but we try to combine them. You don't need of or after both. What do we mean by it? Like both of these restaurants are good, or both these restaurants are good. Sometimes we don't have to add of here, so it's accurate structure. We also use both of, neither of with us, you, them. Like, can either of you speak Russian or French? I asked two people how to get to the station, but neither of them knew. Neither of them knew. He asked how many? Two. So no, neither of them. We say both of before us, you, them. You need to use of. So you can see both of us were tired. It means both of us were, like us, like maybe we are two, but we have to use us. Neither of a verb can be singular or plural. Neither of them is at home, and neither of them are at home. We can use with neither. So unless to have both and what we call either, we can use with neither the two singular and plural agreement. This is open in neither only. Okay. We have here C, both and neither nor either or. So in writing, when we talk about linking words, we have the way of writing. Both Chris and Paul were late. I was both tired and hungry. So tired and hungry, two adjectives. Neither Chris nor Paul came to the party. This is also another structure for writing. There was an accident outside our house, but we neither saw nor heard anything. So and here is two past verbs, and this is a structure. We neither saw nor heard. So after the subject, we put neither, and before the verb. So if you look at the structure here, subject, neither, verb, and continue nor, and verb. So that's how we make the order, chronological order, or the sequence of the sentence. Here either or, like here, I'm not sure where Maria from. She's either Spanish or Italian. Either you apologize or I'll never speak to you. So this is if either comes at the beginning of the sentence. Either you apologize or I will never speak to you again. So that's the point. Compare compare either, neither, both, two things, and any, none, all, more than two. So here the point that in the previous lesson, if you look back at the previous lesson, you can find any, none, all, and here either, neither, both, two things, and more than two things. There are two good hotels here. You could stay at either of them. We tried two hotels, neither of them had a room, both of them were full. So we tried two hotels, both of them were full, or maybe neither of them had a room. So this is the first sentence, and the second sentence to continue, neither of them had a room, or both of them were full. Okay, there are many good hotels here. You could stay at any of them. We tried a lot of hotels, none of them had room, all of them were full. So this is the two structures we could use if we need to rechange the structure of the sentences or rephrase the sentences. We have here, we need to answer question number 1 using either, neither, and both. And we have to answer also question number 4. Question number 5 is also very, very, very important by using neither, either, none, any. Think about them, and we have a discussion later on next time We will try to talk about the following units we will define to you as well. Thank you very much, and today is a great chance for you to revise the lessons, to read and to raise the question. We have already email platform, or what we call, there is another content for emailing me through the e-learning platform. I wish you raise the question. Don't be shy. I am there for your questions and to discuss with you how to understand these lessons. We have 6 units today. I know it's a lot, but we didn't cover anything during the whole week, so today is a chance for me to give you all these issues. Thank you very much, and I wish you a good day and healthy life ahead.